in any way, is there a kind of like irritation when you see the band billed or referred to in the press, or like all female jazz supergroup Artemis? Like, is that something that is irksome when you encounter it?
Does anyone want to?
Like as a qualifier?
Not for me. Not for me at all. I mean, I think that it is something that should be celebrated, actually. And I think sometimes more emphasis might be put on it before people may hear us live. But then once you hear the band live, or once you hear the record, then the emphasis becomes more about the chemistry of the musicians and of our compositions and our arrangements. So I think it, for me, I think it should be celebrated. I mean, we're a special group of musicians and friends coming together to play music, and we're from all around the world, which is another thing that should be celebrated. And we're intergenerational as well, which should be celebrated. For me, this band is about kind of celebrates one of the things I love about this music, and that it is about mentorship and community. So,
I want to say that I've never been called a female vocalist, or like rarely, or I've never been like, oh, she's a singer and she's a woman. Oh my God, it's so radical. So it's so strange now to be in a situation where it's like, it's so radical. What do you have to say about it? And it's like, my identity is not, it's tied up in being a woman, but it's certainly something that musically has not been pointed out at me. So it's quite strange, and I think there's something radical about talking about things, but I think there is also something really radical about just the statement of it in itself without saying anything, and people can draw their conclusions by just seeing it, if that makes any kind of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I'm going to just stick my nose in here and say that I have a lot of faith in the younger generation and the way they are listening and being moved by things. And I never hear any of my young students say, oh, it's so great you have this all-woman band. They all are just like, can I see your arrangement? Do you have that lead sheet? What were you playing on that chord? It's more about like the real integrity of what it is we're about. I don't, it's us older people that are still kind of stuck in like, whoa, that's really weird, but I like it.
Yeah.